Welcome to Nahma. My name is Noor, and this is an inclusive yoga project. These sessions are great for anyone looking for a gentle, seated yoga session, but they were specifically designed with seniors and yogis with mobility restrictions in mind. All you need for this class is a chair, preferably without arms, and we've eliminated any postures that twist the knees or the lower back. So this class should be good for a variety of yogis. All you need is a willingness to practice and about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm so happy that you joined. Thank you so much, and let's get started. Okay, so we're going to come to a seated position, and we're going to make sure that our alignment is good and that we have a good base to work from for the rest of the session. So if you could just have a look at your feet, you're going to make sure that they're about hip width apart and your toes are all tracking forward, so towards me. And have a peek down and check that your ankles are stacked directly below your knees. So this ensures that your knees aren't being compromised in any way. And then you're going to take your attention up your body, and you're going to make sure that your weight is evenly distributed across your sitting bones. And there's a tendency for people to kind of lurch to one side, so just make sure that you're nice and upright and balanced. And if you're vertically challenged, like I am, you might need to come a little bit forward. Otherwise, if you sit too far back in your chair, your legs can dangle, and that's no fun. If your feet aren't comfortably reaching the ground, you can grab a cushion and just slide them under your feet to make sure that the ground comes up to you. So now that all of that is out of the way, let's just come to center. And maybe closing our eyes, just gently start to distribute the weight back and forth from the balls of your feet into your heels. As you go to your heels, you might want to lift your toes a bit, give them a wiggle, and set them back down. You're going to bring a slight tone into the belly. So you're going to imagine that your belly button is coming back towards your spine so that your back has a better chance of sitting upright. And then just to ensure that there's no tension in the neck, we are going to inhale, and we're going to bring our shoulders up to our earlobes. And then on the exhale, just let them just sink down. Let's try that again. Inhale. Exhale. Release them down. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Let your exhale be audible. Lovely. So from here, sitting up tall, we're going to start to bring some movement and relaxation into the neck. So can you start to dip your chin towards your chest? And then you're going to start to look to your right as you inhale. And can you start to circle your chin so that you're drawing a circle with your nose, basically. Exhaling, coming over to the other side, and then coming back to center, tucking in the chin. Let's try that again. So matching your inhale with the rotation, you're going to look right, trace that circle up right to the top, and then on the exhale, start to look to your left, bringing your nose towards your left shoulder, bringing your chin back to center. One more time in this direction. Inhale. Moving with your breath. Moving really purposefully, just making sure that you're relaxed, and coming back to center. Let's switch directions. Inhale, start to look to the left. Exhale, chin up to the sky, and on that descending motion, start to exhale back toward your chin towards your chest. That was hard to get out. Inhale back in that direction. Just noticing to see if there's any areas that feel a bit tight or crunchy in the neck. One more time, inhaling across to the left side, pausing at the top, and then starting your exhale as you descend your chin down, meeting in the center, and coming back up. Lovely. So from here, we're going to start to bring some lubrication into that ball and socket joint in our shoulders. So can you bring your fingertips to your shoulders and reach your elbows out to about shoulder height? Just like you traced circles with your nose, you're going to start to trace little baby circles with your elbows, moving in one direction. You can start small, and then you can start to sweep them as wide as you want. You can make them really grand. Just start to play with this sequence and see if there's any area that feels a little bit, ooh, that needs a little bit more attention. And you can start to make these really wide. So as you bring your elbows towards each other in front of you, can they just sort of, just give each other a little bump as they meet, and then take them really far back behind you. Once more in this direction, they're coming to meet, hey. And then sweeping them back behind you. Let's pause at the center and switch directions. So starting in the opposite direction, you can start to just move in those tiny, tiny circles. And sometimes when you reverse the direction, you start to feel something kind of odd, like I'm feeling something in my right shoulder, which I wasn't when I was taking my elbows to the front. So let's start to make those circles really big now. And you might start to feel an expansion in your chest as you move your arms towards the back of your body. So just embrace that heart opening, maybe moving in one really big sweep in this direction, and then pausing, coming back to center. Just dropping your shoulders a little bit, getting rid of any tension. And then straight away, we're going to extend our arms really long, reaching our fingers out to either side. So these aren't scarecrow arms. These are very, very active. Your bicep, your shoulders, your chest muscles, your fingertips, like everything is working over here. And this doesn't look like much, I know, but when you're doing this, you start to realize that this isn't a natural position for your arms. Nobody stays like this for very long. So you're going to start to feel a little bit of heat, maybe a little bit of burn in your shoulders. That's not a bad thing. It means your arms are working. So from here, we're going to really point our fingertips, like almost like arrows. And then from here, there's a theme in this class. You're just going to start to move in circles. However, these aren't fast circles. These are very small and deliberate motions. It's almost as if there's resistance that your arm is meeting. So imagine that you are reaching through your fingertips, getting a really long stretch, but also your arms are in a vat of honey. So you're moving through this really viscous substance. And you should start feeling a lot of heat and a lot of stretch over here. And one more circle in this direction, really slow, and then switch sides. Keeping them small initially, just moving slowly through that honey, feeling that resistance, really stretching out. And then maybe for these last few circles, you want to start to take them wide, but really reaching out at the same time. Making them very grand. It's such a relief to do this after keeping them in those really disciplined, tight circles. One more time in this direction. And then switch, just make a really big circle as you come forward. And release it down. Lovely. So we've given a bit of attention to our shoulders and our necks and our arms. We're going to bend at the elbows, and we're going to pretend now that we're sitting at a piano bench, because there is a beautiful black Steinway piano right in front of you. And bending at the elbows, you are going to start to play that piano. So your fingertips are going to really move in this position. We're not 5-year-olds learning the scales of this piano. We are Beethoven. So make sure that your fingers are really working here, working across that keyboard. Keyboard? Piano keys. You're tickling the white keys and the black keys. And make sure that your little finger and your thumb are really getting into this motion. So it's not just these 3 middle fingers that are getting all the work. Everything is moving, as you might start to recall like a really beautiful piece of music. If you're not into Beethoven, maybe you're listening to some jazz. Who's a jazz pianist? Thelonious Monk. Although I think he played flat-fingered. I think that was his signature. Anyway, wherever you are, just make sure that you're really working across that those piano keys, and that you're bringing so much movement into the joints in your fingers. And then it reaches a crescendo, so move really fast across the keyboard. And then slowing it down. Maybe that piece of music is coming to an end. Just listening to the final chords. And then gently finishing with a flourish, coming back to center. So shake out any tension that might have built up while you were doing that, just maybe releasing the shoulders a bit. We're going to start to bring some elongation into our side body now. So just making sure that we're still keeping that good alignment, just having a quick look down at your feet, making sure the ankles are below the knees, the toes are tracking forward, and we're sitting up straight. Now, let's start on our right side. So you're going to reach over and grab the left side of the chair with your left arm for support. You're going to inhale, and you're going to start to reach your right arm all the way to the ceiling. And then you're going to start to tip your body over and really reach towards that left side. So there's a couple of things happening here. Your hip will have a tendency to want to lift up as all the weight goes into that left hand. Can you balance your weight through your sitting bones so that you're getting a really lovely stretch from your hip all the way through that right hand side? Making sure that your shoulders are relaxing away from your ears. Just reach over and breathe. So feel your ribs sort of expanding as oxygen fills them. Feel a stretch through that side body as you really reach your fingers towards the left. And then inhale, coming back to center. Exhale it down. Let's take it over to the other side. You might need to shift a little bit. And then grab the right side of the chair with your right hand, but make sure that your weight is even in your bum. And then inhale your left arm up. Go really tall and exhale it over. Now, can you remember that little tone in the belly that we kept in the start of the class? Try that again. Imagine that your belly button is gently moving towards your spine, and this will allow you to sit up a little straighter. There's a tendency to allow gravity to sort of move your chest forward towards the ground. Resist that by keeping a tone in your belly, and really make this stretch about your side body. Really, really just reach your fingers over to that right-hand side. Your shoulders are relaxing down your back. And just feel that lovely opening through the entire side. One more inhale here. Really reach, and then exhale it up, and release it down. Shake, shake, shake. Okay. Great. From here, let's try bringing a little bit of a stretch into our forearms and a little bit of an opening maybe through through the connecting muscles between our shoulders and our chest. So you're going to bring your palms together at your heart center. You're going to sit up tall. The crown of your head is extending up to the ceiling. Taking an inhale here. And then on the exhale, can you start to move your palms to the right? So your elbow and your palms are really reaching towards the right. You're not twisting. There's no twist in the spine. The trunk of your body is facing me. You're just breathing here, feeling an opening through the forearm and in the shoulder. You're going to inhale to center, sitting tall. You're going to exhale to the opposite side. So moving your palms to sort of almost come in front of your left shoulder. Inhale to center, exhale to right. Inhale center, exhale left. So just feeling that opening, feeling that stretch as you sit up straight, your shoulders are relaxed, there's no tension in the neck. Inhaling in the center. One last time, moving it all over to the right. See if your palms can come a little bit closer this time towards the center of your right shoulder. Anywhere you are today is completely fine. Inhale to center. Last stretch. Exhale over to the left. And coming back to center. And releasing it down. Maybe just shaking the wrists out a little bit. That can be quite a stretch. It's an interesting area to get into. So from here, we're going to move into a modification of a sun salutation. It's a series of counter movements to bring elongation into your spine and a really nice opening across the front of your body and the back of your body. So we're going to come to that good alignment in our chairs, making sure that our feet are firmly on the floor. We're going to inhale, sweep our arms high to the ceiling. So everything is growing tall. Our spines, the crown of our head, our fingertips are reaching towards the sky. As you exhale, bring your palms flat onto your thighs and then start to tip from the waist towards the ground. But you're not slouching forward. Your spine is completely straight. Straight like an arrow. And then from here, can you inhale back to the top? Now we're going to bend at our elbows and we're going to bring our hands on either side of our shoulders, a little bit wider than our shoulders, spreading the fingertips wide. We're going to inhale and start to move our hands, our elbows back in space. So this way you should feel a really lovely opening through your chest, through your heart center. Using that inhale to really move your shoulder blades back together on your back. And then on the exhale, can you move in the opposite direction? So bring your fingertips to your thighs, tuck your chin into your chest, and start to really round the spine. And on the inhale, coming back to center. So let's try that whole thing once more. You're going to inhale, really grow tall, sweeping your arms up. On the exhale, bring your hands to your thighs and tip forward. So your spine, the crown of your head, everything is reaching up and away from your thighs. Your chest is leading. Your stomach muscles are tight, and that's what's allowing you to stay upright. Shoulder blades are relaxed, moving down the back. Inhale, come back up to center. And then bringing your hands to either side of your shoulders, spreading your fingertips wide. Inhale, your chest opens. Your elbows, it's almost as if they're trying to move back to meet one another behind you. And then on the exhale, the fingertips come onto the thighs. Your back starts to round, your chin tucks. You're looking down towards your navel, getting a really lovely stretch through the back body, and then coming back to center. Lovely. So we've given so much attention to the top of the body. We're going to take it down now and make sure that this is an integrated class. So we're going to have a look and see that our feet are flat on the ground. You're going to start to bring your weight into let's move into our left leg first. So bring your weight into your left leg, and you're going to grip either behind your right thigh, or you can interlace your fingers around your right shin. Just please never put any pressure on your knees. So choose where you want to be. I'm going to grab my right shin, and then you might need to shuffle a bit, distribute your weight so that you can sit up tall. You're going to relax your shoulders down. Belly button has that slight tone in it. It's moving towards the spine. So you're going to inhale, sit up tall. On the exhale, you're going to start to move your knee a little bit towards your chest. And then on the inhale, you're going to back off a little bit and sit up tall. Exhale, guide your knee back towards you. And then inhale, relax it down. One more time. Really, as you empty all the air out of your belly, really hug your knee in as tight as is comfortable for you. And then exhale, release it slightly. And then just take this opportunity to maybe give yourself a few ankle rolls. So this is a very neglected joint in the body. And it can feel really good to just roll it out a little bit. So why not take this chance? And then gently setting that foot down. We're going to take it to the left side. So bringing your weight into your right foot, just making sure that it's really all four corners of the feet are firmly into the ground. We're going to sit up tall. We're going to grip wherever it's comfortable for us. For me, it's the shin. And then inhaling, sitting up tall. On the exhale, start to guide your knee back towards your chest. And then inhale, back it off a bit, sit up tall. Shoulders are relaxed. Exhale, moving that knee back towards you. And inhale, release. And exhale it really close to your body once more. I wonder if we can really give it a hug, wrapping our arms around it. If that's not comfortable for you, please just stay where it is. I got a little bit carried away. I just love my knees so much. Anyway, just relaxing now and taking those ankle rolls. Just make this feel really good. There's no right or wrong way, no set direction. Just giving some attention to the feet. And setting it down. Continuing the movement in our legs, we're going to grab both sides of the chair with our arms. And we've been really focused on using our stomach muscles to keep ourselves upright. This time you can really bring your weight into your hands behind you, because we're going to be a little bit unbalanced. We're going to lift our right leg up, and we're going to point our toes. And feel a really nice stretch across our shins, our ankles, and the tops of our feet. Then we're going to go in the opposite direction. We're going to really kick out through our heels and flex our feet. So our toes are moving back towards us. So you're feeling a stretch now through the hamstrings and the bottom of the foot. And then let's move once more with our toes pointed. And then flex our foot back and set it down. We're going to do that 3 times on each leg. So second time, lift. And you're lifting till your leg is about parallel to your, the same height as as the leg that's not active. So, it doesn't have to be an uncomfortably high position. You're going to point the foot, flex the foot. Point the toes, feel that stretch through the tops of the foot, and then flex the toes, really spreading the toes wide maybe, and then bringing them back towards you, feeling the stretch through the hamstring and through the bottom of the foot, and set it down. Let's do that one more time. On this leg, point, flex, spread the toes, point, spread the toes and flex, push through the heel, push, 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 and then set it back down. maybe just take a moment to pause, shake out the shoulders, and then come back to that position because we're taking it to the other side. So lifting that left leg, point the toes. Ooh, yeah, the first time you do this, there's definitely a good stretch across the front of the foot, at least for me. And then really push the ankle out as you flex your foot. Point the toes, flex the foot. Set it back down. We do that 2 more times. So raise the left leg, point, push through the heel, spread the toes on this leg, push them back, point, flex, set it back down. 1 more time. Point, feel that stretch, and spread the toes, flex them back. My toes are not really cooperating on this foot. I don't know about you. And push through your heels, point the toes, and then feel that really lovely hamstring stretch as you flex your feet back, the toes come back towards you, and then you set your foot down. Beautiful. We're going to make sure that this class is really nicely rounded out by bringing a little bit of movement into our pelvis. So grip the outer edge of either side of the chair. Doesn't matter, we'll do both sides. So I'm going to grip the left side of the chair, and then I'm going to inhale my right hand up. Grow really long towards the ceiling, and then can you tip over and start reaching towards the opposite side, just like we did at the beginning of class. From here, take another inhale, grow really long, reaching, bringing length through that side body. And then on the exhale, can you start to bring your chest parallel to your thighs and start to sweep your hand over so that you're really rounding, coming up almost in a circle, back up to that really tall position. Let's try that again. Inhale, grow long. Exhale, reach over. Inhale once again to get a really long stretch through the side. And then exhale, start to sweep your hand down as you bring your chest parallel to your thighs. Really reach it out. Come back to center. And we're going to switch it over. So grip the opposite side of the chair now. Take that, whatever the other hand is, up to the ceiling. Spread your fingertips wide. Exhale it over. Take a moment to really grow long with an inhale. And then exhale, arc your arm down as you bring your chest parallel to your thighs. Sweep it over, coming back to the top. Inhaling, exhaling, reaching through. Taking another inhale, growing long. And then make this last exhale really beautiful, really purposeful, as you move slowly through a whole 360 degrees, coming up to the top. And then bring your opposite hand to reach. Bring your palms together above you, taking an inhale, going really long. Exhale, melting your hands in prayer position just in front of your chest. Sitting up tall here, maybe allowing your eyes to flutter closed. Feeling the ground beneath your feet. Feel how supported you are. Relax your shoulders down your back. Relax your tongue, relax your jaw. And just stay here in this moment. And notice where your breath is right now. Notice if there's any extra heat that's been built up in your body after this practice. Notice how you feel just through bringing awareness into the body. And then gently bow your chin into your chest, bowing down to that beautiful spark within you that encourages you to move every day, to live every day. to try every day. And then gently release your hands down to your thighs, fluttering your eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so proud of you. You did wonderfully. Please remember that movement yoga is a journey, and this session is here for whenever you need it. And you're wonderful for taking the step to practice. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.